The trick of the enemy is to keep us in bondage. And when it comes to bondage, it can be something as unforgiveness. That one is really the big one. I have a lot of experience in that one because that's what I've seen around me throughout my life. I've seen people that they became who they were. At their core, they're like really good people. And that was also my weakness, because I'll see the people and instead of seeing all the evil stuff, I would see not just their potential, but who they were at their core. But before I couldn't identify it like that. I was just walking like in naivete land. But I knew it. Like I could feel that they were like genuine good people. And that all they wanted was to be loved. And so for me, I too wanted to be loved, you know? I too wanted acceptance. I too wanted to feel valuable. But then I realized, after like doing a lot of people pleasing, I realized that I had to give that to myself before I could get it from anybody else. And that what I would get in return until I truly valued myself and saw the love and gave my love. Stop. And gave my love. and gave myself the love that I wanted from others, I would continue to get breadcrumbs, right? Now, the difference here is, Lucas, stop. The difference here, Lucas, stop. The difference here is that I had to learn that anything I wanted from other people and desire from other people, I had to believe at my core that I was deserving of it. And I also had given it to myself so that I know what that felt like. Right? So although I was giving people love and I was accepting of others, because I was being deceitful to myself, right? Because at my root, I was genuine. However, it was, Lucas, stop. However, because I didn't know what that was to me, like I had never given it to myself, it was like I had different motives. I had like a double motive without realizing that I had a double motive. I thought that that's just how it was supposed to be, right? So it was like, you know how they say ignorance is bliss? It was kind of, well, the point is that we have grown. We've outgrown that. We've grown up. Yeah, we've grown up. We have learned how to give. I have learned how to give myself everything that I wanted from others. From, you want more? I give you more in a minute. The way I did that I started to give myself what I wanted from others, and I stopped betraying myself, was because I got fed up with people betraying me. And then when like somebody that was really important to me, that I loved a lot, betrayed me, and I saw the betrayal, right? I then realized that the reason why I kept getting betrayed was because I kept betraying myself. And because I was allowing certain things in my life. So it really had to do more with me than with other people, right? And that's where introspections comes in, right? And it also made me reflect on the times that I did knowingly betrayed other people, right? And then it made me reflect on how that person felt at that time. And I think I've shared this before. My love. With going through all of that, I started and reflecting, right? I had to reflect. I had to go within. And when I say go within, I had to stop blaming others for the situations that I put myself into, no matter what had been done to me, right? Because at some point I had to take accountability for myself. And at some point I too did certain things that I wasn't proud of. And so if they repeat it again in my life, where somebody did it to me, I felt as though it was kind of my karma in a sense. And so it made me reflect like, oh, this is how such and so felt when I did this. Maybe I should apologize. And then I wouldn't repeat it again, because now I know that it's going to repeat. And that sometimes when I'm ready, the other person is not ready. The point being was that instead of me continuing to have pity on myself or have a false sense of self or a false sense of like what is going on, I started to go within. And when I say go within, it doesn't mean that wasn't like I started meditating right away and I went within and oh my God, I see it all. No. It was, let me pause and reflect. Let me re-examine. Let me remove myself and start seeing what it is that's happening here. And so start looking at me. So before I could go ahead and start blaming other people or start blaming the circumstances, although certain things build you up to be a certain way, at some point, at least for me, I had to take accountability for the situations that were happening. And it took me going through lessons after lessons, and the lesson would repeat itself until I finally understood what the lesson was. And the lesson has always been self-love. It has been for me to love myself. It has been for me to prioritize myself. It has been for me to pour into myself. It has been for me to respect myself. It has been for me to value myself. That has always been the lesson. Now, did I see that like that before? No, I didn't. And so because I didn't have any of that for myself, I would self-sabotage. I would get into bondage. I would accept situations that, Lucas, I would accept situations that were not beneficial for me, that degraded my character. Lucas. I love you. And so, it's morning and the baby's up. I apologize. We're gonna bear with the situation. What? Yes, what? That's what I mean. The lesson has always been self-love. And with self-love came reflection, temperance. You have juice. And a need for self-examination, for introspection. Mom? And this is like, Mom? No matter what has been done to us. Mom? My love. We can heal. We can overcome. And when we practice self-love and we quiet our mind and we forgive it all and we choose to heal and we take care of our vessel, not only with what we put inside our bodies, but also by who we allow access to our energy in all areas, right? What things we consume through our ears, our eyes, our mouth. Put it there, puppy. When we do all of that, and we forgive, and we heal, and we don't pass judgment, and we incorporate taking care of our vessel, being responsible for our energy, balancing our light and darkness, and then we really go in and we go within where we meditate, we find God who resides inside of us. And we build an intimate relationship with the Most High God, Creator, Source, who resides inside of us. We do that through healing, letting go of what no longer serves us.